Alright, greetings everyone, this is RoninMac here, and I'm in my rickety, unfurnished home in Solitude, which cost a ton of money to purchase. And the only reason I had that money is because I've been spending all of my Skyrim playtime this week running errands for the Thieves Guild constantly, and it's about an hour a day after work playing the game, just running Thieves Guild's missions. Then I spent a great deal of time Saturday morning doing so as well. And I've finally gotten to the point where I believe I can become the Guildmaster of the Thieves Guild. So, that's all very exciting. You can see there's nothing in my house at the moment. I don't even have a house Carl yet because I'm not technically a Thane in Solitude. I just was able to purchase this house, which, like I said, was 25,000 gold, and all of that I acquired by picking pockets, robbing houses, planting false evidence, and generally thievery. So now we're going to quick travel to the secret entrance of the Thieves Guild and see if I am ready to become the Guildmaster of the Thieves Guild. And they're headquartered in the sewers, basically, of Riften. And you can see, well, they're all standing about waiting for something. So looks like I did actually accomplish my objective. I've just got to go talk to number 2 guy down here, Brynwold, I think his name is, and we'll be ready for the ceremony.
Well, my friend, the time's come to make it official.
Brynjolf.
It's time to become our Guildmaster. Don't worry, I promise this will be short and sweet. If you'll just meet us in the center of this cistern room, we can begin.
Gotta say, so far of all the quest lines that I've done, the Thieves Guild one was the most engaging and interesting. There was a side quest thing. Actually, it was the main storyline of the original Guildmaster was kind of corrupt and he was stealing from everybody. So we had to depose him, and I ended up having to apparently sell my soul to some kind of thief goddess named Nocturnal. You can see we became what's known as nightingales, which are the protector of her shrine or something like that. And that was Brynjolf, myself, and the girl that's wearing the nightingale armor there, Caitlin, Catalin, or something like that. That's Vex and Delvin. They're the masters of the guild as well.
Things, so I'm just going to keep it short. Being Guildmaster means more than just getting a cut of all the loot. It's about being a leader and keeping this rabble in order. With that in mind, I propose that the position of Guildmaster should be yours. Delvin? Agreed. Vex?
Sure, why not?
Carlia?
Absolutely.
Everyone is in agreement. So all I can do now is name you Guildmaster and wish you good fortune and long life. Now everyone, get back to work.
Yes, Carlia was her name.
I suppose
Actually,
you deserve it. Couldn't do any worse than Mercer anyway.
in the marriage options, I would have went for Carlia, but apparently it's not an option in the game engine. She's kind of a hot dark elf thief.
It was good speaking with you again.
You're an idiot.
And she's the one that talked me into becoming Nightingale, because we had to return some artifact to her shrine. You can see now that she's got a statue in the Thieves Guild
It feels like
headquarters.
Do you need anything? Anything at all? Well, that's it. Sorry if it isn't the ceremony you were hoping for, but we're not exactly known for throwing our coin around. After we're done, head over to Tanelia, and she'll set you up with your Guildmaster armor. Oh, and one last thing. Here, I want you to take this. It's sort of a tradition around here.
Okay. And the headquarters here is a little more fancy than it used to be. Like I said, this statue was added over there, and there's decorations and stuff that, as I accomplish more tasks, were added, so it looks a little more fancy than it used to. We're going to go to the bar and shop section of the Thieves Guild over here, and see about getting
So
our...
now the pupil is the master, eh? Erica assures me that Captain Wolf will spend pretty much the rest of his life clapped in irons. Best of all, he's also pledged to open doors for us in solitude and to get things rolling again. The guild's at full strength, and we have you to thank for it. We've had our share of dark times, and now they seem like a distant memory. I'm gonna tell you something you'll never hear me say again, but if you tell anyone I told you, I'll deny it. When you walk through the guild, don't be ashamed to hold your head high, because you're the best damn thief in the place.
Well, that was kind of nice. He was sort of an ass to me this whole time, but...
Take every job you can get, or else you'll end up...
Before we get down to business, I've got something I need you to
Of course you do.
Well, as you know, the guild's growing and things are looking up around
Thanks to
here.
me, yes.
The only thing we're lacking is a reliable way to transport our merchandise across Skyrim.
Okay.
So, what do you think, my
I'm
girl?
not sure if you've noticed, but there are several Khajiit caravans that travel across the realm.
Would you like me?
They're shrewd traders and don't mind getting their hands dirty. I've bartered with their leader, Rasad, on more than one occasion.
How can we make that happen?
Actually, I want you to bring him something. You see, the caravans are notorious for transporting illegal substances. Present Rasad with this satchel of moon sugar, and I bet my last septim he'll make a deal.
There's always a delivery job to do, I tell you.
Yes, and I'm more than happy to give it to you. I mean, look at this place. I've never seen so much wealth down here.
You can see off to
You've
the
made us
right
all
there, there's a
rich.
bunch of shops that
Here you
opened
go.
up
Should fit you like a
in the
glove,
cistern of the Thieves
boss.
Guild. And none of them are too awesome, but they do buy and sell
Rasad
things,
is
so
the
it's a
head of
good way
small
of
city
fencing your
independent
stolen
merchant
goods. And
band. Each caravan is obliged to pay dues, but in return, a small portion of the profits are shared between them, and the leader parcels out the routes. If we could make contact with them, they could provide an excellent way to inconspicuously transport goods.
so
for
I'm going
us.
to have to bring this
You'll find
moon
Rasad
sugar
with
to
his
the
caravan.
cat guy
Just
and
don't do anything stupid when you get there.
further increase the power of my mighty Thieves Guild. Now, you can see that it's like an armor shop. This guy sells bows and arrows. A potion maker. And I think this one's new, which looks to be a blacksmith. So
in a new one.
lots of hustle and bustle going on in here now. It used to be a pretty empty place. And there's also a chick over in the bar area there that apparently can change your face. I haven't used that yet, but apparently I can change myself, at least how I look, if I want to in the future. I think it costs like 1,000 gold or something to do. So I'll just go look around the new section here. There's supposed to be a chest where I get money periodically as Guildmaster.
You're the one.
Just gotta figure out where that chest is and collect my dues.
I hope this deal goes through. Putting quite a bit of coin on the line.
I'm really not sure if this ledger serves a purpose, but I can't apparently interact with it. You can see that there's like a bust on the desk there, and this was the original Thieves Guild storage vault there, but the old Guildmaster took everything out of it without anybody knowing,
Got important things to do.
which was why we had to go kill him. And we did. It's good times.
If you need marksman training.
See, there's a lot more thieves in here than there used to be. There was like 3 or 4 people here initially, but in here practicing with their weapons and such.
Back from... Want to talk? Go ahead.
I still haven't figured this chick out.
Look,
Seems like
I
she
don't
should have a
really
quest or something
I don't even
involved
really know anyone here.
with her.
Why do you care anyway?
But,
It's not like we're family. This is a business.
all she does is complain about
I hope
how
we
she
don't
got
do each
raped when
other
she was a
again.
kid and had to kill her rapists and stuff. It's all very strange. But no quests involved there.
Sorry, lad.
Oh,
I've
there's
got
a chest right in front.
Speak another time.
Nice little hall. And like I said, you can see the shelves back there. That's all stuff that I've stolen from different areas around town. And there's probably other stuff that I can collect at some point. But I'm kind of tired doing thieving stuff. I'm going to move on to other areas of interest now because I'm the Guildmaster and I can just sit back, relax, collect my dues, and proceed with other quest lines at my leisure. But I think what I'm going to do now is quick travel to my Lakeview Manor and show you the updates at that homestead. This house actually seems to be quite dangerous because occasionally when I return home there will be bandits waiting around. You can see there's a couple of dead bandit bodies here, but they actually have killed a couple more horses. And it seems to happen right when I arrive back home. See, I've got a cow and a chicken here and a little animal pen outside now. And I can kill those for food. I've got a little garden growing. I'm using this primarily for wheat and blister wort because that's what I use to make health potions. Little beehive. No honeycomb in there, but occasionally honeycomb appears. You can see there's altar down there. I killed one bitch that was hanging out down there, and now there seems to be a new evil necromancer working down there. So I'll have to go take care of him at some point. But the garden's actually pretty nice because I'm a stubborn sort and I like to figure stuff out on my own. And I just discovered recently that if you eat ingredients, it will tell you what sort of potions you can make with them, which is good to know now. See, it's looking a little more fancy inside.
You're back. Did you get me a present?
I know. You're saying now all of a sudden RoninMac has a little girl living in his house. What kind of pervert is he? You know, I was in Windhelm and this poor girl was homeless, living on the streets of this blistery cold city, and then she told me a sob story about how her parents died and she had nowhere to live. And what was I supposed to say? Sucks to be you and move on. I'm not a complete heartless bastard, so...
I like it here. The tree in the park is so pretty.
Yeah, so I let her move in. I don't know what park she's talking about. See, the kitchen's quite fancy and stocked with goodies. And there's a little oven there that you can make pastries and such with if you're into that sort of thing. A little back room back here has got some furniture in there. This is basically the storage room of my alchemy tower. And then there's a little mini alchemy table downstairs, which I think is just the default one. And that's my suit of Nightingale armor. And I wore that for a little while. But I think the Guildmaster armor is actually going to be a little more powerful. So
Certainly. What did you have in mind? Ah, good.
get her to buy me a horse
I've had my
to
eye on.
replace the
see
two
if
that
it's
I've
still
lost
for
so
sale.
far on return trips home.
Mm-hmm.
This is the alchemy lab proper. Lots of storage in here as well. And I tend to stick all my ingredients in that cupboard down there, just so it's all in one convenient location. If you go up this ladder that goes to the top of the alchemy tower, and you get a pretty decent view of the lakefront. And there's a little hawk nest up here that you can get hawk feathers from if you need those for something, which I don't yet, but I just check and collect it because it's always good to have things in case you ever do find out what they're good for. So that's the work accomplished on the house for the most part right now. I did hire a bard, but he tends to go missing for some reason. I can never find him, and he's supposed to sit in here and just play music to entertain me at my leisure. And the little girl is actually kind of helpful because she tends to collect flowers and other alchemy ingredients and put them in the chest at the end of her bed there, so I can use that for some potions and stuff that, again, I haven't figured out how to make most things, but I'm working on it. Outside here, check out my new horse. Looks pretty much like all the other horses that I've had and have died in the past. I'm not really getting emotionally attached to them any longer because they die all the time. But what I want to do is see how much I can upgrade this GuildMaster armor, and then I'll go ahead and equip that and use that instead of my old school standard guild member armor. And that seems that superior is the best that I can do with leather stuff, even though I have pretty high skill level in smithing right now. That'll be good enough. Best armor that I've acquired so far. And one thing I like about the guild armor is that it lets you carry more items without becoming overburdened, which is handy when you're raiding tombs and collecting stuff all the time. You tend to get weighted down rather easily. Now we'll just put on the armor and see how it looks. All threatening and imposing in black with the hood. And this amulet of articulation seems to be better than the other amulet I was using for speechcraft, which just helps get better prices when buying and selling at merchants and such. So I'll go ahead and throw that in the box, and I'm ready to continue questing in Skyrim. And like I said, I'm kind of tired with thieving stuff, so I'm going to find different things to do with my questing time in the upcoming week here, and we'll see what the future brings me in Skyrim. And I'm still kind of irritated because I can't find my bard anywhere, and I paid like 500 gold for him to live here and play music to entertain me, and apparently he just took the money, spent a day here, and left. Inconsiderate bastard. I can't remember his name. Llewellyn or Willian or something. I'll just see if he's on the porch. Sometimes, yes, he is on the porch. Yeah, Llewellyn, the nightingale. Play some music.
Of course, anything you like. Only true Imperials request that one.
Well, I'm a Nord, but whatever.
This is an ode to Skyrim's staunch protectors, the Imperials. We drink to our youth, to days come and gone, for the age of aggression.
Well, that's where we're at so far. Like I said, we'll find out what the future brings. My bard is safe and sound. I think I'll eat an apple pie, and then we'll call it a day. And we'll see you guys later with more updates in the time-wasting world of Skyrim.
Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings.